Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video. And today we're going to be reacting to a band that I have heard of before, and I do actually own a couple of albums of theirs, but I've never heard this track before. It's a band called Melechesh, or Melechesh, depends how you want to pronounce it, and they are a black metal band. And as I've mentioned many times in previous videos, I'm very picky when it comes to black metal. But for those who don't know who the band is, I did some research for you, and it's actually quite a fascinating band, in my opinion. Melechesh is an ethnically Assyrian and Aramaic metal band. They are black metal and Mizrahi metal, which Mizrahi, as I understand, is a kind of, can't think of the word. Yeah, I believe it's an Aramaic style of music. Anyway, and the band themselves originated in Jerusalem. So you got Jerusalem black metal, which is something you don't really hear very often. Although the band themselves now are currently based in the Netherlands, based in Amsterdam. The band originally started out in 1993 as a solo project. So 1993, they have been around for quite a long time. And the band's goal was to create a type of black metal incorporating extensive Middle Eastern influences, mainly based on the Mesopotamian and occult themes, both musically and lyrically. The band invented the title of Mesopotamian metal, or Sumerian black thrashing metal, to best describe their type of music. They are also sometimes referred to as Oriental metal. So there you go. I actually think it's quite a fascinating band, because they've gone for black metal, but they're throwing in music from their culture, as well, and trying to put in stuff of historical significance, lyrically and musically. Excuse me. Ooh. I literally woke up just 10 minutes ago. Anyway, so I find them an incredibly fascinating band, and like I said, I have got some of their music already. Now, we're going to listen to a track today called Multiple Truths. Now, I tried to do a little bit of research on the track. I couldn't really find anything, but there are some notes throughout the lyrics that I have here. So, I'll have to look through those notes, because I had a quick look through the lyrics, and it looks rather confusing to me. But I think I have been waffling on for now 3 minutes, so I think we should get to the music. So here we go. So this will be Melechesh, Multiple Truths. I really do enjoy this, because, as I've said many times, I'm very picky about my black metal. Because all too often you've got what I call bathroom black metal, where it sounds like the vocals being recorded, in the next door neighbour's bathroom, through a wall and stuff like that. And that's the music itself might be good, the lyrics itself might be good, it just sounds terrible because of the mixing. Then you've got the sort of thing where it sounds all too chaotic, like all the music and the vocals don't fit together because of the rhythm of the music. The rhythm of the music and the rhythm of the vocals, they just don't seem to gel together very well, in my opinion, and that's a different kind of black metal. Then you've got metal like this, which works brilliantly together. The music works well, the vocals work well, and they mix together very, very well. Now, I said at the beginning, they call themselves Aramaic black metal and Mizrahi metal, because it's two different styles of music that they're mixing together, and it's obvious because of the actual music in the background doesn't really sound that black metally, if that makes any sense. Vocally, very much so, and the guy's got a great voice for that style of vocals. It is very, very well done. But the music itself isn't as black metal as you would expect. Anyway, we'll look into the lyrics here, because I can't personally really find any deeper meaning behind it, but there, like I said, there are some annotations on the lyrics that I've got. Because it opens up with arrogant, vain Nephilim. They delegate the agents of chaos, assassins of thought, shroud minds, the savant theological imposters. Right, opens there with arrogant, vain Nephilim, and it's got a bit of a notes. It says, in the Hebrew Bible, the race of the Nephilim is the result of the union between the sons of the gods and the female descendants of Adam, which means that they have superior strength and intelligence, which in turn makes them arrogant. So, essentially, the Nephilim are sort of like demigods. They're half god, half human, and as such, they know that they're superior to humankind, so they know they're better, and they're pretty smug about it. So it says here that the arrogant, vain Nephilim, they delegate the agents of chaos, assassins of thought, shroud the minds. So they're sort of encouraging chaos on the world. Not sure. Then it goes on, shipwrecked in the sea of confusion, Adam's language, Enochian paradox. Now, this again has got some notes for it. It says, according to the Bible, before the flood, all humankind spoke Adam's language, so the entire planet spoke the same language. But Yahweh confounded the human tongues to stop the building of the Tower of Babel. So when it says confounded there, confounded has many different meanings. In this case, it's like he overthrew it and destroyed it, to cause separation. So there was multiple languages. So, to prevent the building of the Tower of Babel. This myth seems to be based on a Sumerian story told in Enmerkar and the Lord of Aratta. Originally, all humans worshipped Enlil, using the same language. So Enlil's jealous half-brother Enki confounded the tongue. He overthrew it, defeated it, and changed it, and split it, and caused conflict between different languages and races now. And then it carried on, sons of Enki, daughters of Ninmah, owners of methodical absolution, agents of chaos, make order, induce one truth for all. So, it says here, in Sumerian mythology, humankind is created by god Enki, and with the help of his sister wife Ninmah, or Aruru. So, seems to be very inbred. But, where this is talking about multiple truths, I'm thinking here that it's talking about multiple truths is in relation to the multiple religions that we have on the planet, because all of these religions, Christianity, Catholicism, Judaism, Muslim, bloody whatever, I can't remember all the other ones, all the different religions, all of them claim to be the one truth. They all claim to be the one right religion. And what this is basically talking about is the fact that the whole world started off believing one religion, but as it says here, like the language barrier itself was broken down, split, divided, and in that, and then everybody started creating their own religion to compensate for the one that they'd lost. So it seems to be talking about the way that multiple religions all stemmed from the one original religion, but all of these religions claim to be the one original religion. So that's what it seems to be talking about. I could be wrong. So I do like it though. It's a very good piece of music as well. Let's carry on. See where it goes. There we go. Multiple Truths by Melechesh. Melechesh? Whatever. You know who I mean, I know who I mean, so let's just leave it at that. It's a very enjoyable piece of music. It's very energetic, it's very, it's got really good riffs to it, really enjoyable. And as I said before, the song itself seems to be talking about the fact that all of these religions all over the world think they are the one true religion, whereas, you know, none of them are. And there's, as soon as we came back into the song after the brief pause, there was a couple of lines that actually pretty much said it. It says, "Shipwrecked in the sea of confusion, abstract of religion, it's all lies, multiple truths." So right there it says, abstract of religion, it's all lies, multiple truths. You know, religion these days, people twist it, you know, in such ways to best fit them, you know, to best explain what they're doing. You know, religion is used these days as an excuse for war. It's, you know, it's used as an excuse for anything. And people seem to think you cannot live without a religion. I can't count the amount of times I've walked down the street and I've had, excuse me, religious people like grabbing me by the arms, claiming they can save my soul. You know, I'm like, my soul doesn't need saving, I'm perfectly fine as it is. You know, people are so dead set on their religion, but really at the end of the day it doesn't do anything. It achieves nothing. It might give you a bit of peace of mind, you might feel better having religion in your life, you know, it might be some comfort to you, but at the end of the day it really doesn't do anything. You know, you sit there and you believe you're going to go to heaven, but have you any actual evidence that heaven exists? No. You know, literally, you go, you die, you go to the ground, you are worm food. That's that. Anyway, it carried on. Heterodox, dissident, sons of Anunnaki, tear the chrysalis around the spirit, may it grow, defy these chambers, deny the absolute. There's another annotation here. It says here, Anuna or Anunnaki are a group of deities in Mesopotamian mythology. They were the most important gods and ruled over the younger gods. The humans were created by the Anunnaki. There you go. So that's sons of Anunnaki, I'm guessing means the human race. Tear the chrysalis around the spirit, may it grow, defy these chambers, deny the absolutes. So I'm not sure what that means. May it, you know, tear the chrysalis around the spirit. You know, it's don't constrict yourself. You know, expand, explore. You know, don't necessarily conform to what you're being made to. You know, explore things outside of what you've been told. Maybe, don't know. Because it says deny the absolutes there. You know, defy the chambers, deny the absolutes. Is that like, you know, make up your own mind, go and explore things for yourself, find out things for yourself, and, you know. And then it carried on, you know, shipwrecked in the sea of Apsu, Adam's language, shroud DNA. So, you know, we covered the Adam's language before. And then it went words from the soil, Enochian paradox. So, you know, the song itself definitely seems to be talking about, you know, the lies within these multiple religions. You know, they're talking about the original religion, as it were, and how that broke down, and all these smaller religions basically created themselves out of that for, you know, to fulfill people's need for something to believe in, because, you know, people at that time, you know, couldn't explain where they came from or why. So it's quite an interesting song. And like musically, it was fantastic. I really very much enjoyed it. Vocally, it was great. There was a bit in the song towards the end of the song where they actually threw in some clean vocals. It wasn't very noticeable, but there was some clean vocals in there. You know, so mixing it up a little bit there. But I find them a fascinating band. You know, because their style is so unusual. I mean, this probably wasn't the best example of their unusual style, but like I said, I've got... Oh, excuse me. Oh, dear. I've got a couple of albums of theirs. And they do have some strange, not strange, but interesting variations in their music. But I very much enjoy it. But I'm going to leave that as it is, because I can't really think of what else to say about that track. Now, if anybody would like to suggest a track for me to react to, then please do so by all means. You can drop a comment in the comment section below, or you can message me on my Facebook or my Instagram. There's links to those in the description. Know that if you do suggest a track, it will take me a while to get around to it, because I get suggested so many tracks every single day that my list grows faster than I can record videos. But rest assured, I do write down every single track that is suggested to me, so it will get done. It will just take a while. Also, Metalhead Reacts is a proud supporter of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, a British-based charity whose goal is to put an end to hate crimes. They mostly focus on the hate crimes aimed towards people of the alternative subculture, whether it be the music or the fashion. But at the end of the day, they want to put an end to all hate crimes, because nobody should be attacked, verbally or physically, for the way that they live their life. As long as they're living their life within the confines of the law, no one has the right to attack you for it. Nobody can actually justify attacking you just because of the style of music or style of clothes you wear. It's not up to them how they live your life. You have the right to be an individual. Nobody can stop you, and don't let anybody stop you. These people they use intimidation to try and make you feel small, to try and make you change your mind, so that you'll maybe go home and go, excuse me. Well, they're going to try and use fear and intimidation to make you go home and sit and think, like, well, maybe if I listened to their style of music, maybe if I dressed like them, they wouldn't bully me anymore. But you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to change who you are just so that people won't attack you. They shouldn't attack you in the first place. They have no right to. And you shouldn't have to change who you are to please anybody. If you'd like to find out more about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, there is a link to their website in the description below. You can pop over there, find out what what they're working on at the moment and what their ultimate goal is, because they can probably explain it much better than I can. And if you can support them in any small way, even something as simple as one of these Sophie bracelets, or there is this bigger one here, which they have other stuff there. If you can help them in any way, it's greatly appreciated. Every little bit helps. So yeah, if you can help in any way, that would be absolutely amazing. But I'm going to leave that as it is for the time being. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.